What's up everybody, I'm NoLucksGiven and today I wanted to show off this game where I hit Legend playing Secret Mage in Wild. I wasn't planning on recording this game, but when I saw this opening hand I just had to hit the record button because the hand was so obviously busted. Turn 1 Kabal Lackey into rigged Faire game. I'm just like, okay, I'm probably going to win this one. If I win, I will hit Legend. So let's see how it goes. But rigged Faire game turn 1 is really good because we're going to draw 3 cards. My opponent is on Caverns Rogue. So we go ahead and we trigger our rigged Faire game and we wind up drawing every possible option for 2 drops. So the draws just wind out working out really well. I am going to think about it for a little bit. I think Mad Scientist is good if my opponent is playing like aggressively, but because I have that 5/5 in my hand, if I play the Ancient Mysteries here and then Explosive Runes next turn, I'll be able to drop that 5/5 for free. And I do want to play that Ancient Runes as well, or Explosive Runes. My opponent plays a Questing Explorer, and that is really good for us because that means that they have a slow start, and we have an extremely fast start as we draw Kirin Tor Mage, which is the best draw in the deck, and then we just continue to go face after we drop our 5/5. So we're looking really, really good here. If my opponent has the Bloodsail Freebooter and a Bounce spell, they're going to be in for a world of hurt, but they do have the Captain's Parrot to blow up our Explosive Runes. But again, this just means that they have a slower start, and we've got a really fast start, so it's going to be really tough for my opponent. They Glacial Shard to freeze, and then they are going to coin out their Bloodsail. And when I see this, that makes it pretty obvious that they've got another Bloodsail in their hand already, because you wouldn't otherwise run out a naked Bloodsail Flybooter. So there is some like decisions here of, oh, do you want to try to clear the board or do anything like that? And that decision becomes pretty obvious for me in a second. I'm going to play the Arcanologist to see what secret that I draw and potentially make some... Nope, I'm not going to play this Mad Scientist. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, yeah, because I think I want a little bit more information before I make this decision. And when I draw another rigged Faire game, I'm like, okay, easy enough. I'm just going to Kabal Lackey out another rigged Faire game, and then from there, I just go face. I don't have to worry about the board. It's my opponent's responsibility to worry about the board at this point. And because they're going to be able to trade for my Kirin Tor Mage and my Kabal Lackey, that's fine. I'll still have a 5/5 and a 2/3 out on the board versus whatever they play this turn, which is probably a bunch of 1/1s. But I'm going to draw rigged Faire game and be able to draw 3 cards here. So, yeah. My draws have been like really, really good. Yeah, like I said, they're probably just going to run out a bunch of Sky Pirates this turn, another Bloodsail. We knew that they had it. That's why I didn't bother trading off or using my hero power, kind of losing that tempo and dealing with the one that they have on the board. So now I've got 4 1/1s, but I'm going to draw 3 cards, and I'm going to draw Ancient Mysteries and Arcane Flakmage, which again is just like the absolute nuttiest draw. I mean, I could have drawn any secret there, but the fact that I draw the Flakmage into Counterspell is just insane. I clear their board. The only hope that they have now is if they prep into like some of the 0-cost taunters. That would be like one of their only ways to even stabilize, and even then I also drew Fireball. So as you can see, this deck is just super powerful. That's right, they also have to play their last pirate, so they're gonna need like prep coin, because prep is just going to trigger the counter spell. So they actually have 2 preps plus the Crystal Core, which leaves them with 1 extra mana to Stone Tusk Bore us. But we've got 5 power on the board. We've got a Fireball in hand. So that's all she wrote. And this is going to be a pretty straightforward game. But at no point in this game was I like in any sort of jeopardy. And that is just the power of Secret Mage. It's a pretty stock list, so it's not like a deck that I came up with or anything. But it did help me hit Legend in Wild for the first time. So I wanted to throw a video together I wasn't really planning on hitting Legend. I wasn't like streaming my games or anything like that. As you can see, I still have the deck called Custom Mage, and I think I will show off the deck here in the second part of the video for those that aren't familiar with what's actually in the Secret Mage deck. Woodrow woke up while I was talking, so he wanted to say hi, so I went and picked him up. But yeah, I've just been playing a bunch of random decks on the Wild Ladder every time I have to win 5 ranked games. Which is just once a week, and then I realized, hey, I'm almost Legend, so might as well go for it. There were a few different decks that I was happy with, but they all basically wound up losing to Secret Mage, so I figured if you can't beat him, join him, and I'm just gonna play Secret Mage myself, and once I did that, I only lost 1 game before I hit Legend, and yeah, then here we are. So here is the deck list. Like I said, I didn't make this deck list. I've barely even played with it. That's why it's still called Custom Mage, and at the top of my deck list screen, I basically made it and then just completely won until I hit Legend, which is a pretty good selling point for the deck, I have to say. So definitely did me very well, and it's a pretty cheap deck too. There is 1 Sayge and then an Occult Conjurer, which aren't even super necessary as Legends and Epics. You do need both of the rigged Faire games and at least 1 Ice Block. You probably only want 1 Ice Block because you really don't want to draw a second one. You don't wind up having to pop it like in most of your games anyways, because you just win because the deck is really good. But everything else is a common or a rare and is a 2 of in the deck, and it's a pretty stock list for the most part, but I'll just run through it here in case you don't know what the cards do. So Kabal Lackey, Ancient Mystery, is not going to say what the cards do, but you can pause the screen if you're not already familiar with the cards. But basic stuff here. A lot of these secrets are basically, there's like all of these secret synergies, and you get to play all of them, and then you just get to play the best secrets from all of the course of Hearthstone. That's what Wild is. Oasis Ally isn't as strong as some of the other secrets, but it can definitely be good against a lot of different decks. So 1 Oasis Ally is in there, double Fireball to finish your opponent off, as well as 2 Cloud Princes, so you're basically playing like 4 Fireballs, and that is how you wind up finishing off a lot of your games. Don't really have a mulligan guide or anything because I'm no expert in the deck, and as you can see, I just get super lucky and draw all your best cards optimally on curve. It's pretty easy. But yeah, there we go. There's the deck. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on making a video about it. It just kind of fell into my lap. I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely hitting Legend with this game, so might as well hit the record button. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.